How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. In today's episode, I have for you guys my Scream investment guide, I guess we'll call it. Basically, we're going to go over everything that you guys need to know for Ultimate Scream as far as the market goes. Obviously, it's been a crazy, few weeks in the market so far. A lot of, going down, a lot of market dipping. But as we finally finish off ones to watch, with Team 2, I think going out of packs later today, or already have going out of packs now, and with the new Team of the Week out, we finally have something new that will hopefully boost the market up. I'm really excited for Ultimate Scream because it's boosted cards. The reason why I didn't like ones to watch, and I feel like ones to watch really hurt the market, was because, yeah, it was hype like the first day during Team 1, but after a while, like, these cards really aren't that good. They're really just good for trading, I feel like. During the Weekend League, I did not play a single person with a ones to watch card. Yeah, they're fine if you get them untradeable, but more likely than not, most people will sell these cards because they go for so many coins. Now, as you guys can see, I currently am in some of these ones to watch cards today because of investment. But with ones to watch cards, they add no value, and I feel like when there's no promo, most people go to those gold cards, and those are the only cards in the game. So once people buy their teams, they're pretty much set on it. I know many people who said, I'm happy with my team, I'm keeping it for a while. And it's because there's no new cards that came out. These cards aren't boosted from those golds, and that's what's caused the market kind of to go down, as I feel like there's just been lack of demand, and obviously a lot of over-investing and, just all this other stuff. Over-investing EA with this Rivals thing, no demand during the week, whatever it may be, obviously. But with Scream, I feel like new cards coming with new boosts makes people want to get them, makes them, sell their teams, buy new players, and this should overall add demand to the market, which should drive some prices up. Obviously, on the bigger players and the usable ones, the fodder, is very low too, but we're going to be talking about all that, what I like. To start off, we can go through some meta cards that I like. Really, I like any cards that are higher rating, honestly. I think some are just a little bit too low. I think any of these cards will do well. We'll take a look at, one of the lower priced ones in Mo Salah. He should be around this price range. So yeah, he's about 310. I think this card has the potential to go up a little bit more. Reason being is just the pace on this card. He's a very good right winger in the Prem. The reason is there's just not too many, alternatives to this guy right now. So what you're going to see with a lot of these cards is you're going to start to see them slowly start to go up. I'm not saying Salah's going to go to 400k, but maybe like 330, 340. Same with like Mane, same with any of those bigger cards. I know Aguero is one that's super low at the moment. Aguero, I believe, at one point earlier this week, and we said it on a video earlier this week, Aguero was only like 90k, or less than 90k. He still is. 90 or 89 Aguero is 75k. I think this card has the potential to go up. I know the pace is a little dodgy on this card, so that could be a reason why he's a little bit lower, but I feel like, 70k is too cheap for some of these cards. Look for entries on these cards. They still could go down right, before Scream comes out, because there will likely be some panic during the Scream promo. As it's the first time we're getting boosted cards this year, and like I said, there's a lot of overinvestment. But Aguero's not a bad card at all. Some other of the big ones, I know Neymar has been awfully low, and Neymar, in my opinion, is just a little bit too low. I know he was around 900k, and it looks like he still is under 900k. I think this is just too cheap for a card like Neymar. This is a card that's going to be good all year round, and to see him at 879 this early on, I think is just a little too cheap, especially for 5-star with the stats he has too. It's just a little too cheap in my opinion. I think Neymar could be one to go up when he gets some good links with Scream and stuff. And the thing we need good links with these cards. The reason why we need good links is good links will bring these cards up. So let's say a Cardi, for example, was to get a Scream card. people would look to link Icardi with players like, Neymar and stuff. And this causes people to, start buying up, and that rises the prices. And it's just about increasing demand. Boosted cards will increase demand as people try to build teams around those new boosted cards. It happens every year. All the promos that happened last year, we saw that with. And I think we'll see something similar with it this year. Same goes with Mbappe, same goes with Ronaldo, Messi. I know Messi's really cheap. I know the card is, I want to say 600 something K in very early on. I mean, we're literally in October still. And Messi is very, very cheap. So yeah, I'd say about 650 I'm looking at his prices. Again, just too cheap for Messi, especially with limited supply under 700k. I feel like the card has room to run if it, the buying demand gets in place. And, the same goes with all these other cards. So now we could take a turn and look at some fodder. Fodder, in my opinion, is really, really cheap. Last year, we got some very good player SBCs. If you guys don't remember, Scream PK was one card that came out last year. He was a 90 rated Scream card. It was really good. Now, PK this year is gold. Again, super unusable. No one would ever use this card in a game. The card is looking like he's around 11k. Looking at some of these fodder, I think is just too low. 83s are down under, like 1.5, 1k. You could pick some up for. 86s at 11k I think are a little too cheap. A lot of these fodder are really, really cheap, and I think, some good SBCs come out. If we get like a Scream PK one where you see a lot of people doing, I think this will rise up, some of these prices. Now, it's a matter of, what are the, what is the cost going to be for these SBCs? What ratings are going to be required? And obviously we don't know the players. But I think, sniping a few of, of every fodder card from 83 to 87, maybe pick up like 5 each, for low. I think it could honestly work out if you want to do like a club stock kind of some of these guys. I just think they're a little too cheap. You can go on to Footbin, go to the cheapest by ratings player tab in the SBC tab, and you'll see a lot of these cards are really cheap. PK, very cheap. I know Bonucci is an 85 rated. I know this card is way too cheap. He's around like a ridiculously cheap price for an 85 rated card. I believe he's about 7k. Like, some of these cards are just very, very cheap. And I think, with a good SBC, these will go up. And it's not a question. It's just a matter of when they will go up. Obviously, worst case scenario, these cards go down after you buy. You can just hold for icon SBCs. I think the fodder market desperately needs these icon SBCs out because, like I said, these fodder cards are just way too cheap. And it might not be a bad idea to, start thinking about picking some up for the promos. Again, I wouldn't go over 88 or anything like that. I think, 83 to 86, 83 to 87 is probably the safest to do right now. When we get closer to icon SBCs, which is going to be in December, I believe, then maybe we can start talking about some of that higher rated fodder. But for now, I feel like just this lower rated players that we know will be used in SBCs through the Scream promo, I think will do very well. Again, invest at your own risk. This market is completely unpredictable. We have no clue what can actually happen. So just be aware that, things could go south. Be ready to sell if you're taking a decent loss. And just be careful when, it comes to, these investments, especially on fodder. I think the meta ones will do well. Again, meta is very low at this stage of the game. I feel like it should go up eventually. Like I said, once we get some more demand into the market, people switching teams and stuff, I think the market will do well. I just feel like there's no demand in the market right now because people are just sticking with the team they got. They got a lot of coins to start off in the game, and people are now losing coins. There's fear in the market, and there's all this other stuff. But like I said, Scream should be fun. I think it'll be very good for the game, the market, and it'll just, it'll be fun to play. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to drop them down below. And if you guys are new around here, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss out on any new FIFA 21 videos coming out on the channel. We have a lot of content coming out, throughout this week into the weekend. all covering Scream if it comes out. And if for the off chance Scream is delayed a week, which I really don't think it will be, all the information in this video will likely still be valid because, it's pretty simple stuff. But yeah, again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.